This reading is for Gemini. This reading is for Gemini. I may cough during this reading because there is smoke where I live right now, and I do not do well with smoke at all. So we will just try to get through this, and hopefully I don't cough all the way through. Give me 3 cards for my Gemini. Give me 3 cards for my Gemini. 3 cards for my Gemini. 3 cards. Ooh, okay, we got a handful today. Oh, that feels like there's another one there. Nope. Okay. Hope you can get that all in there. Okay. So we had the 10 of Swords in the upright. This may involve an air sign. A Gemini. Who would have thunk it? That's what you are. So there was a painful ending. So the last relationship you were in was very, very painful. And I've got... You didn't know how you would get through it. And you felt totally defeated. And it feels like you failed because the person cheated on you. This already feels like it's a female energy to a masculine female. So it feels like it could be a same-sex relationship. Doesn't necessarily have to be. But this person cheated on you. And it was a painful ending for you. And you've never quite felt like pain like this. And I'm so, so, so sorry that this has happened to you. You know, because you're such a beautiful person on the inside and out. And, you know, this person didn't see your light. And didn't see or appreciate the things that you did for them while they were in the relationship with you. They didn't see that. Answer to your question is no. This relationship's over. It's not going to mend. It's not going to come back. You guys aren't going to get back together. As far as this person being with someone else, their relationship's eventually going to break up too. Because the partner that you have or had is very confused with a lot of things that's going on in her life right now, and she doesn't know heads from tail. And she's bouncy from one minute to the next. She doesn't know what she wants herself. So you're too rational to be around somebody like that. And eventually it wouldn't have worked out between the two of you anyways. And I hate to be the bearer of bad news, but understandably so, it wouldn't have. And it's not your fault. I know it takes two sometimes in a relationship. When they say that somebody cheats, it's always one-sided or double-sided, or you know, it takes two people to tangle. But in all honesty, it wasn't you. She's going through a lot of stuff, and it was intentionally done to you. They knew what they were doing. It's not like they fell into somebody else. You know, they knew exactly what they were doing. And they were wandering between you and this other person for a very long time before you found out. And now that you found out, it's given you a bit of rest, but you still are feeling a little bit taken back by the whole situation because you thought that this was the one and you would be with her for the rest of your life. With the Star card, there is, you know what, there is going to be brighter days for you that are coming, you know. Time heals old wounds. It doesn't get rid of the energy, and you always have that energy there every time you see her. You will always have that energy there of what she did to you. And you're never going to truly get away from that energy because it was so destructive. And it didn't have to be done. They could have just came and told you that, you know, they didn't feel the same way about you as you did for them. Gemini, and it was just like, you know, they shouldn't have done what they did to you. But you do, your life is up on the horizon, and you are going to have hope and purpose and renewal and all the stuff that comes with having getting over a breakup. You will eventually have that. No, you guys will not be going back together, but there is someone else that's going to come into your future, and it's going to surprise you. And I'm not going to tell you much about it, but it's going to surprise you that you're actually having feelings for this person, because it's something that you wouldn't have, it's someone that you wouldn't have normally dated, you know? Be prepared for your life to come into a bit of luck, and your light is going to shine through. It's going to transform you. This breakup is actually going to be the best thing that ever happened to you. And right now you're saying, what? How could that be? That's not going to happen to me. It's actually going to be the best thing that's ever happened to you. And it's going to reveal a lot to you. You're going to have a revelation about this. You have the Hermit in the reverse. But first, you're going to have to go through a time of isolation, loneliness, and withdrawal. Pretty much what you're going through right now, because this is pretty raw for you at the moment. And you've just clicked onto some readings to get some kind of insight or hope, or, you know, to see what's in the cards for you. And if you have not gone through this, I'm very, very sorry, but this is coming your way. There's a loss coming your way. But when you look back on it, and this isn't for everybody, because not everybody could do this. Once the relationship's over and you've given yourself some time to heal, and it's actually made you realize it's been a blessing in disguise that you are glad that you didn't stay with this person, that this person did this to you. It was a blessing in disguise. They did you a favor is the way you're going to look at it. You're going to forgive them. You're going to forgive them. With the Moon in the reverse, although you really don't want to get involved in another relationship, there is something that comes for you out of the blue that blows your mind, because you're not even going to see it yourself. You're not going to see it yourself. And you're going to fall into it hook, line, and sinker. And it involves a water sign or a Pisces. And it feels like a masculine energy. Feels like a masculine energy. Somebody that's more masculine than you are. And there's an action for every, there's a reaction to every action. So if you decide to let this person down, there's going to be a reaction to it. This person's going to try harder. Okay? Maybe bless this person with one date and just see how things go. If you don't like them, you don't like them. But I see this person coming forward, and I see you getting back in the swing of things. And this person is very resourceful. So if you say no to them, they will come back again. And it's not in a stalky way. It really isn't. It's more like in a playful way. And they're going to be looking at long-term views with you. And they're okay with who you are. Okay? They're okay with your religion. They're okay with your background. They're okay with whom you've dated in the past. They're okay with that because they have a past themselves, so they can understand that. They're looking at a long-term investment with you. They want to work really hard for the relationship, and they want to invest their time with you. They want to be with you. They like your personality. They like your style. They like the way you move. They like you. They like the way you talk. You know, they like you, and they want to get with you. And I'm getting the name Elizabeth coming up. I don't know why, but I'm getting the name Elizabeth coming up. but they don't call themselves that. They call themselves Liz. Okay? Be careful of your ego. It works both ways. You could have a very wonderful ego that gets you far in life, or you could have one that destroys your life. Be very careful which way you're going to take it. And make sure if you get some kind of message from a grandma, or you get some kind of message from someone that's older than you and you could trust, take it. You don't have to do what they tell you to do or anything like that. Just put it at the back of your head. You may come up with that message in the future, or it might, somebody else might say it to you. It could be anything like trust the process. Your grandma or an older person could say to you, well, you have to trust the process. And then what ends up happening is that the next person you see, well, you have to trust the process. You're watching a movie, you have to trust the process. It's going to be a saying like that that's going to come up constantly to tell you you're on the right track. Treasures hidden in the shadows. Just like I said before, it's going to be a blessing in disguise when this person does end up breaking up with you, or you find out that they've been cheating on you. It's going to be like a blessing in disguise, and you won't see it right away. You have to go through a little bit of loneliness and feeling defeated and sadness. But you will eventually forgive them, and you'll realize that it was a blessing in disguise. And, you know, I could say it until I have a hole in my head. There's a blessing in disguise. You also have the Three of Cups in the reverse. Now that the relationship is over and there is somebody else, which will surprise the hell out of you, that's interested in you, you will feel very, very overwhelmed because you will not be able to understand the reasoning behind everything that's going to come forward to you. And this is going to put you into an overindulgence. And, you know, I see you right now as being thin. You may not be, but that's just the way I see you as. And overindulgence could be drinking. It could be eating. It could be partying too much. It could be it could be anything. It could even be you get yourself involved in some kind of menage a trois, or something that you shouldn't really do, and it's bad for you, and you know it's bad for you, but you just want to feel something because of this breakup, and this person that's coming forward surprises the hell out of you, and you don't even know why you have feelings towards this person, because this person is definitely not your type at all. But it's a new beginning, and you're allowed to feel what you feel. And after you realize and you ingest this information and you think, well, maybe I can date this person. I've never have dated this type of person before. Maybe just stepping my foot into the other side and seeing what it's like. You know, it could be somebody you knew from the past. It could be an ex from the past that you didn't really have any feelings towards. It's not a bad ex. It's just where you guys just parted with no reason whatsoever. And this is going to make you move out of this space where it's just a holding cell for you. And you're going to replenish all your energy that you lost in the relationship you've had before. And you're going to come back to your authentic self. And you're going to look at this new person coming forward. And you're honestly going to think about getting involved with this new person. Which you're still going to be surprised about all the way through it. That why would you even have feelings for this type of person when you don't want to be with a type of person like this? You know, it's going to surprise you. I'm not going to go into grave detail about this person. But it is going to surprise you. And when it does, please come back to this reading and leave a comment for me and let me know But let's see what else they have to say. Their last message to you. Okay, here we go. They have the relationship's going to be stable. It's going to be a stable relationship where you don't have to worry about them having a wandering eye. They know that you've got boundaries set up because you have been cheated on. They know that you're going to have boundaries set up there, and they will do whatever they can to abide by them. And you will see magic in your favor. I'm not going to tell you about the relationship, but you will see magic, and it will make you realize there is magic in the world, and it happens at the weirdest, strangest time, and you're never expecting the things to happen that happen. Thank you very much. If this reading resonated with you, Gemini, please click the like button, subscribe, and we'll see you in the next one. Bye.